Hola mi gente, yo soy Paulísima de Spring Spanish, and in today's video I will teach you the single most important Spanish word that you will hear all the time if you are in Mexico and other countries of Latin America too. Yeah, you will hear it all the time, like seriously, in every other sentence. Ahorita, it's actually the diminutive of a very, very easy Spanish word, ahora, which means now. But don't let that fool you, because every time we Mexicans use the word ahorita, we seem to mean very different things, like just now, right now, not anytime soon, probably never. So, in today's video, which is very, very special because I have some lovely, special, remarkable guests, I will teach you how to use the word ahorita. I will show you the 5 most common situations in which we Mexicans use the word ahorita. Also, I will teach you what we mean when we use that word based on our tone of voice. So that little confusing, cute little Mexican word ahorita will never confuse you anymore. Sounds good? Empecemos. Número 1. Just now. Yeah, ahorita sometimes allude to the immediate past, like in the following example with Samuel and Amanda. Samuel, remember Samuel? The one who still can roll his R's? Well, let's check them out.
Se me antoja un elote. Uy, acaba de pasar. ¿Cuándo? Ahorita.
Intonation is key. ¿Cuándo pasó el señor? Ahorita. Número 2. Right now, like for real, reals. If you ever hear a Mexican saying the word ahorita like this, ahorita. Maybe not so deep, more like, like dragging each word like ahorita, ahorita. Oof! In that case, they actually mean to do it right now. No wonder it's mostly mothers and fathers that will use this tone. Growing up, if I ever heard my mom saying that I had to come do something ahorita, I knew that I had to stop whatever I was doing and go there immediately to do what my mom asked. Ahorita.
Niña, los trastes, ven a lavarlos ahorita. Ya.
Trust me, those dishes are going to be nice, clean, and shiny in a minute. Número 3. Not anytime soon. Let's imagine you are like, a little rebellious, and then your mom or someone asks you to come do the dishes. You can use the word ahorita to your advantage, like this.
Paulina, ven a lavar los trastes. Ay, Maurita.
Ahorita. Did you notice my pronunciation there? When you say ahorita like that, that means that you don't feel like doing it. So, lo voy a hacer a mi ritmo y a mi tiempo. A la mexicana. This use of the word ahorita, to mean not anytime soon, it's super common. I think that this is probably the way I used it the most when I was a teenager. Yeah, just like my niece Paulina.
Ay, Maurita.
Let's see another example, featuring again Samuel.
Samuel, ¿a qué hora vas a levantar los juguetes?
Ahorita, abuela.
Now, do you think Samuel is actually gonna stand up and go pick up his toys? Yeah, you guessed correctly, he won't. By the way, if you're ever dealing with Mexican bureaucracy and you hear an officer saying that something is going to happen ahorita, yeah. In that case, it means not anytime soon. Yeah, so what can I say? Paciencia, mi gente. Paciencia. Número 4. In a bit. Yeah, sometimes ahorita means just, in a little bit, in a little while. Let's say you are in a restaurant and, you're having lunch or dinner with your friends and you want to go to the bathroom. Or I don't know, maybe you are in a club and you want to, go do your thing and you want to let your friends know that they shouldn't worry if your absence is noticed for, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, well, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes for Mexicans, that's still a bit. So you might want to learn this junk alert. Yeah, learn this chunk of Spanish. Ahorita vengo. Come on, say it. Ahorita vengo. Let's say you want to go to the convenience store. Ahorita vengo, voy al Oxxo. Or let's say you want to let the people that you live with know that you're going to take the dog out. Then you say something like, ahorita vengo, voy a sacar al perro. Ahorita vengo. Ahorita vengo. Nah, of course, no voy a ningún lado. Learn it by heart. This chunk of Spanish is actually going to help you communicate with ease when you're speaking with locals. For more useful chunks, go to our website and get the free Essential Spanish Chunking Kit. It gives you like the most important Spanish chunks that we use in our videos. Check it out. The link is in the description. It's going to be super helpful for you. Número 5. Never. Yep. Lo siento, mis amigos, pero if a Mexican tells you the word ahorita, as an answer after you ask them to do something like, I don't know, like 3 times in a row, yeah, malas noticias. It's very likely that that thing that you ask for is never going to happen. Nunca.
Víctor, ¿me dejas jugar?
Ahorita.
¿Ya me dejas jugar?
Ahorita mandas que.
¿Ya me dejas jugar?
Ahorita.
So, these were Amanda, mi sobrinita, y Víctor Manuel, mi sobrino y ahijado. And unfortunately for Amanda, I don't think Víctor is ever gonna let her play. That's very unfair, Víctor. If you're still here, congratulations. Thank you very much. And as a token of appreciation, I want to share with you an extra way of using the word ahorita. The infamous ahorita es ahorita.
Bueno.
Hola.
Hola, Chuli.
Hola, nene. Oye, me dijiste que ya venías.
Sí.
¿A qué horas?
Sí, ahorita ya voy.
Ahorita es ahorita.
Sí. Ahorita.
Ahorita es ahorita. I absolutely love Mexican Spanish. Of course, it's the type of Spanish that I speak. Why wouldn't I love it? Anyway, and you see, if you translate this, like ahorita es ahorita, if you translate it into English, it sounds like super cute. It will mean something like little now is little now. But, we don't mean that. We mean like we're serious about now. Like it's really, really now. Ahorita es ahorita. So yeah, we use this ahorita es ahorita when we actually mean it, like when we want something to happen like really on time, and we double it in the sentence because, well, we're Mexicans. We know what it means when somebody says ahorita. It could mean anything between 20 minutes to 2 hours. And yeah, we are not gonna fall for that. So we double it and we say ahorita es ahorita. And then there's another way to double the ahorita. And you can do it when you want to be very, very precise about the timing, like exactly right now. So you can say ahorititita, ahoritititita. The more t's you add, the more precise you're being. You want it now. Ahorititita. When do I want you to like this video and share it everywhere? Ahorititita. Ahorititita. Now it's time for a quiz. All right, let's start the quiz. How would you pronounce ahorita if you wanted to be taken seriously? Tuk, 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 tuk. If you said ahorita, you got it? That's right. Pregunta número 2 del quiz. Will Paulina wash the dishes according to her usage of the word ahorita in the following situation?
¡Ay, Maurita!
Tuk, 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 tuk. Of course she won't. In this case, ahorita means not anytime soon. Pregunta número 3 del quiz. How do we double the ahorita? Tuk, 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 tuk. If your answer was ahorititita or ahorita es ahorita, you are correct. Congratulations if you got all of them right. Let me know in the comments how well or how bad you did. So, as you have learned in this video, the word ahorita is one of those super peculiar words that Mexicans use all the time, in our Spanish. But there are so many other quirks about Mexico that outsiders consider to be particularly weird. So, in my next video, I asked some of my foreign friends that are living in Mexico, what was the one cultural thing that got them by surprise or that they were shocked by when, living in Mexico. Just click the image on the screen and I will see you there ahorita. This was Paulísima y fue un placer estar con ustedes. Hasta la próxima.